Alright, so it's been a couple of days since I cleared the car, and this is what it's like right out of the gun. This was the Eastwood Concourse that I used. Really sucks up your air compressor if you have a smaller one, but sure is going to make sanding or color sanding and buffing a lot easier, I'll tell you. The only issue I had, and again this tends to be my issue, my problem area, is the roof. There's quite the amount of dry spray, and there is a couple of dirt specks from a gust of wind that happened, but overall the rest of the panels that I could reach okay, like this, look like that. So I guess I'll do that on Twitter and hashtag short people painter problems. So here we are. Again, this is right out of the gun. This is going to be the next, there's a third piece that I buff. Right now I'm working on the right side fender. This has been sanded down with 1500 first on a hard rubber block, and then same piece of 1500 I switched over to my soft sander, and then from this point on I stopped using that hard rubber block and I just used the soft sander by itself. And I really sound like a commercial when I'm talking about these things, but I pretty much stopped using my Durablock and I stopped using all the other stuff that I have for those soft sanders. Anyways, those are not the point. This is where we're at. From here on it's still 1500. I got to finish doing the 2000, but we're gonna see how much better of a reflection we're gonna have once we do our color sand. You can kind of see it now at an angle, but we'll do a side-by-side comparison from this fender compared to that fender. And I think what we'll compare is this lower section right here, since they're, I think these panels are probably the most consistent and comparable of anything off the car. So alright, I'll kick you back on when I'm buffing the fender. Clean terry cloth. Wipe off the excess. And then we can take a look at it from there. I do apologize, I completely forgot to move the camera in frame, but here's our color sanded surface, and here is now our buffed out surface, just with our 105 rubbing compound. That's it. I'm going to do one more pass and then switch to the 205, and then we'll take a look at it from there. Alright, so here we are at the end of the day. I know I said I'd show a lot more, but well, you know how I get. Just get into a mood and I want to just get it over with. Here's the hood. This is looking pretty snazzy there. Now what I did is McGuire's 105 on a wool pad, 205 on a soft pad, and then I made my own little concoction mix. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of ultimate compound, a lot of 205 and some carnauba wax. And then I ran that on the yellow medium cut pad after the 205 on the black pad. Did a little section as an experiment and kind of surprised. Pretty good. It's dirty again, but But yeah, the car's almost done. So we're going to check back tomorrow. I'm going to sand out the trunk lid, and then we're gonna show you probably a sped up version of the video, I guess. I don't know, see how I feel, because I'm pretty much at that point where I just want to get rid of this thing and just get it out of here and move on to the next one. I'd say that's a pretty stinking good reflection shot for that grainy thing we started off with earlier today. So yeah, there's the car so far. All I got left to do is the doors, rear quarter panels, and the trunk. This, I'm just going to leave it as is. That's good enough to where I don't think I want to screw with it. So there's that. But the roof, hood, and this fender are done. So it's got some compounds that got flung all over the place, but you know, I'll tell you, I'm really digging this Maguire stuff, man. I'm thinking about trying the Solo compound next, because I'm almost out of my 105 and probably about quarter way to empty on my 205. So I'm thinking about trying some of that Solo compound. I've heard some pretty good stuff about it, and I've seen one guy use it. I want to say it's that Jonesy's Auto Club, I think it was. Some dude on there sanding a red trunk lid thing off of like a 34, 35 coupe or whatever it is, but he seemed to have some pretty good luck with that, and I think it's pretty cool that you can use one compound the whole way through and not have to switch. You just change your pads and all that stuff. So but yeah, that's pretty much the car for the day. I do apologize that the videos are not as detailed as they could be. I just want to get it done and get it over with and get it out of here. So the longer this thing sits here, well, the more business I have to turn away, and you know, that's not cool. But anyways, get the rest of this stuff done tomorrow, and then probably call it done from there. Just bolt everything back together and call up Ed and say, hey bro, you're done. Pick it up. Just get it done. Ball's in your court now. So anyways, guys, we're gonna check in tomorrow. If you wish to connect with me socially, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Instagram, Tumblr, and Blogger. But anyways, do thumbs up the video, hit that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. We're going to start getting back into the how-tos a little bit more. At least that wasn't a loud dirt bike. We're going to get back into the how-tos. I'm going to show, probably my next series is going to be how to color sand and buff, this time using power tools. We're going to be using Mirka pads, the Abralon 3000 and 4000, and then we're going to be using a rotary buffer, as you saw earlier on. That is a new purchase. I'm still getting acquainted with it. Rude people. I'm still getting acquainted with it, so do forgive me if I look like a noob. So anyways, guys, take care, stay safe, I'll see you next time.